Hello everyone, I'm John from Broky Clothing, and today is our second episode of Broky Lifestyles podcast. And today I'm here with.
Hi guys, I'm Louis.
Hi, I'm Kikun. I actually run a timber sawmill here in Brunei, Darussalam. How did I start? This is more of a family venture. It was more a family business, so I just followed my father's footsteps in his business lah.
Okay.
When did I start? Not long after I finished university, I just helped out my dad for a bit, and then I just continued working there until now.
Okay.
How long has the business been around actually?
The business name is called Kilang Papan Batang Mitus and Irahat. It's at Jalan Lamunin, and it's been since my grandfather's time at 1959.
That's almost almost a century. If we were taking like another 20 years, something. Shit, it's just one of the pioneers, I would say.
Yeah, definitely one of the pioneers within all the other sawmills that's running here as well.
Let's say like now you're the timber, but how many timber companies were there back then in the 1950s?
Oh, that one I'm not too sure then.
I'm pretty sure it's not too much, right?
Probably not a lot.
What was the moment where you know this is the thing that you want to do?
When I knew I wanted to do this.
Like after uni, you don't have any other plans to pursue something else?
I did apply it to other jobs so far. I did apply at other jobs back then, but then it's much harder for me as a foreigner here since I'm not a local, so it's very hard for me to find a job. So then I just stuck with my family business. My dad just asked me to help him.
Okay. Did your uni translate to your business? What did you study in your uni?
I studied business with finance, so I guess that helped somewhat lah.
Okay, so what are your goals for the timber company?
My goals for the timber company, I would definitely want to try to get more export going on towards the other countries.
How's the export like in Brunei?
Export light over here is mostly towards finished product of timbers rather than raw materials.
So yeah, I think because we had another conversation the other day where there's complications with exporting goods as a raw material itself, right?
Yeah, it
even
is.
compressed wood, you're not allowed to export them.
Yeah, we're not allowed to export compressed wood or any raw materials based.
It must be finished.
It must be finished product so we can make into furnitures, which is what we also do. We make tables, chairs, and other furniture household products.
I think you brought some pictures with us, right? So you can share it like
We can
on the screen.
Yeah, we can just show it in a video.
Yeah.
So for all the product.
And you do have like what's that? Brunei always have this consumer fairs and stuff.
Yeah. Once in a while we do join them whenever they do ask us to join.
Yeah, and then you will bring your own finished product, and then people can actually go there and have a look.
Yeah, they'll check it out as well.
Okay. Do you have an IG or anything?
Yeah, I do have an IG
Okay.
actually.
Okay,
We'll
put
just
it somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere
put it
here.
somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. What products or service does your business offer, and what sets them apart from others in the industry?
So, like we said, we offer raw materials, as in timber itself, but that is only for locals. So within Brunei, so we can't export them.
Okay.
And we also do make household furniture items, chairs, table, as I said.
Okay.
Bed frames.
Bed frames. Basically, we do customization, so we don't have a standard.
But if you do customization, do you need molds for that?
No, because we're all handcraft. We have our workers handcraft carpenter and everything. Yeah, so we don't use mold exactly.
But that also means it might take a while to finish.
It will definitely take a while because, like I said, if it's customized, everyone has their own sizing, their own design they want. So
It's not like factory finish, because factory finish usually they have a mold, everything just machine cut and everything.
Yeah, so that will be
if you
much quicker.
handcraft, then you have to take some more time, but you have to appreciate the handcraft, right?
yeah, it definitely is.
Okay. Now moving on to the next question. What's the most valuable lessons you have learned as an entrepreneur in this timber industry?
Biggest lesson. Wow.
Good question.
Even I don't know much about this actually. Biggest lessons I learned within.
It can be good or bad.
It could be from your supplier, how you handled things initially when you just went into the company, all those small stuff. Anything can
Challenges,
yeah.
basically.
See, but the thing is, for me, was because the company has been here for a long time as well.
It has been running for a while.
It's been running for a while, and all the companies has been very close relation with my father during his time as well. So a lot of supply has already been handled by them. So not a lot of things that were changed or anything.
But when you came into picture in the business, was it hard for you to like learn how things work?
Oh yeah, definitely learning everything was definitely hard lah. Like, I had to learn the type of woods, and then just looking at the woods, the sizes and everything. And then
Because you had no knowledge on
yeah, like
timbers
all the timber looks similar. So like you have to have at a glance, like, you know, oh, this is general wood, this is Meranti wood. In the beginning, I had no idea what was what. I was
but
like,
how many woods are there in Brunei?
there's actually not a lot, but like general wood is a lot of different type of wood that is categorized as a type of similar to hardwood lah. But the hardwood, the main ones are basically Meranti, Kapur, and Selang Batu.
The few famous ones.
The few common ones lah. So general is those category of wood that didn't make those categories, and we just threw them into a general pile.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
in those general pile, there's a lot of other type of woods as well.
So you mentioned on the type of wood. Could you give us a characteristic of the wood? Like what's good for this or what's good for that? Or it's just design based?
It's not really design based. General woods are okay. So general woods is you can pretty much use them for anything normal. If you want to make a bowl, you want to make a cup, or any like small products that you'll use daily or something like that lah.
Okay.
Like let's say door, for example.
Door then it will be different. Door we will have to start using Meranti, which is hardwood. So
Okay.
durable hardwoods.
Why is it so durable actually?
The wood itself is just classified as hardwood.
So it does not rot that easily.
It doesn't rot that easily, and it doesn't rot that easily indoor lah. If
Indoor.
for Meranti case.
If outdoor,
Outdoor you would have
weather, rain and
you-
stuff, right?
weather deterioration would affect Meranti wood, so you would tend to typically use Kapur or Selang Batu.
Okay.
But obviously all these has different pricing, and the more expensive side is definitely Kapur or Selang Batu.
So from your end, what's the most request from customer in terms of like the types of wood?
The most common one would just be Meranti.
So it's just more into interior.
Yeah, more to interior and everything. If outdoor, they're definitely outdoor. Last time they will always use Selang Batu.
Okay.
But
All right.
Was it cheaper?
it'll definitely a lot cheaper than now.
Okay, that makes
It's
sense.
still expensive between the three of the three woods.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next question: how do you maintain strong relationship with your team, your suppliers, and customers? Any strategies you use to maintain that relationship?
With what was the question again?
Existing
Suppliers,
customers,
existing customers.
Yeah.
We would always usually whenever they order from us, we will usually always try to give them the best quality of wood lah that doesn't have rotting or anything. And for our workers, once in a while we'll just walk around, look at have like
Small
company
checks.
dinner,
Something like
just
a
treat
QC
them.
check and
Yeah,
stuff like
just
that.
QC check and everything.
Okay. Then what about your suppliers? Do you guys like do anything extra to maintain that relationship?
For suppliers, not so much, because suppliers we just usually
Just talk to
They
them
are the
only.
one that cut
we're cutting. Yeah,
to the sawmill, right?
Okay. Okay.
So you are the supplier yourself. and
we are the supplier used for
and you
raw
are the
materials.
you are the one that ship everything out as well.
Okay. Now moving on. What trends or innovations are currently shaping the timber industry, and how do they impact your business?
Or trends now. I did hear about this. They call it fake timber or fake wood.
Okay.
So a lot, because it's a lot cheaper option, and it still has the aesthetic of actual timber. So a lot of people have been using that for general purposes, I guess.
Do you have
I think that was what I was saying just now about the factory finish.
Yeah.
Those are what it means, right? Like
Yeah.
you can get them from factories itself, but it's not from actual wood.
Yeah, it's not from actual wood. Like they have the general purpose of aesthetic of the wood product.
Would you say PVC like what we have at the floor right now? This kind of flooring.
No, this one's different. This one is just
Just PVC.
PVC
It's
itself.
not wood at all.
It's not wood itself. It's just
And what about IKEA?
IKEA. They use plywood.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah,
it's
but
still-
plywood is still, you can still use it for furnitures lah.
Okay. All right. So, what are the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur in this timber industry?
Pros and
Pros,
cons.
I get the business from my father.
Literally, I didn't even start it. Like it was just there on my doorstep.
But what I think what he's trying to say is like the pros and cons for you to be in this field right now.
I wouldn't. Pros, I guess, it definitely helped me see a larger view on timber used around the country as well, and how important it would be used in exporting timbers or around the world basically. Cons here is, I don't really want to go into detail, but there's actually a lot of cons
Sensitive.
for
Beep beep beep. Understandable.
has affect the company here lah.
I mean, the world right now, they're actually going go green. So, what do you foresee the company experiencing in the future? Because, like, for me personally, I've worked, like, every time people talk about, obviously they will always talk about like going green. So, what's your strategy if Brunei to implement these guidelines?
I mean, going green in a sense.
Do you think that wood is something, because in my knowledge, wood is something that's biodegradable. It's unlike plastic, so it's something from the natural. So even if we were to dispose it, it's gonna decompose anyway. But what is your take on going green? Would it affect your business?
I wouldn't really say it will affect much. It may slow down production per se. It's because right now as well, within our Brunei government, they are thinking about having sustainable forests.
Okay.
So there are like certain section areas that they sustain, so they won't cut down, or we're not allowed to cut, and they'll give us sections of the other areas to let us cut.
The preserve forest.
Yeah, something like a preserve forest lah. Around the world also, they also do this. I forgot the name of the organization though, but there's like, you know how you see in some products there's I really forgot the
Is that
four letter,
marking
like
or
it says
something?
certified by approved sustainable
okay.
thing
So
in
it's
different
like
other
basically
products.
something like WHO.
Yeah, something like that. So around the world, they all have this certified sustainable environment thing lah, and they are Brunei government is trying to bring that into here as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there any limitation to like what only you can only cut certain amount during this day?
Yeah, they actually give us like a limit on how much we can cut, like how much ton we can bring out from the forest itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, moving on. Wait. Can you walk us through your supply chain, the processes from harvesting and delivering the final product to your customers?
Oh, it's not that hard. Basically, we from our sawmill, from the logging side, when we chop that down, we'll bring that towards our sawmill. And the sawmill, we have our bandsaw that cuts our timber into we'll plan the timber into our finished planks. Then we'll leave it out to air dry. You either have two options, to air dry or to clean dry. We don't have a clean dry, but sometimes we would go to other sawmill that has provided this facility to clean dry. Basically, when we're drying the wood, so it makes it more sustained, so it doesn't crack easily. It doesn't.
You don't want the air inside. You don't have.
You won't have
humidity
air.
inside.
There's no moisture inside, so it'll be more sustainable. And then after that, when we air dry it for a while, air dry will take longer. Clean dry would take a few hours. But air drying is the cheapest option because it just
So you just leave it out there.
Just leave it out there under shelter that doesn't hit the rain.
So clean dry is basically
It's like an
right.
oven, like a baking oven. You just throw it into a baking
Oh, that's a
oven.
huge oven then.
Yeah, it's a
Because
big oven.
log is like what? I think the width is like three of us.
Yeah, longer, much longer.
No, like the width.
or the width itself.
Like
Depending
three of us.
not we don't throw in the whole log.
You cut
It's
it.
only after we cut it.
So you trim out the outer side.
We
and
trim out the
then
outer
it
side so
becomes
until
like
it becomes the planks. So
like a
like multiple
rectangular-
planks, yeah. Multiple planks, and then after that we clean dry it.
Alright.
So after it gets air dried or clean dried, then we will provide it to the customer to what size they want, 1x2, 2x2, etc.
What's our duration like for the whole process? Like before a customer, like you said, the air drying part, how long does that?
To air, sometimes if we already there's a very big difference. Sometimes when we already cut the log, we'll be able to check on how moist. There's a meter that we can plug into the wood to tell us actually how moist the log is. If it's not too moist and it's already ready to sell, it can sometimes be instantly as soon as we cut it. But at most, maybe it'll take 1 month to air dry it, depending on how moist lah.
Oh, if you do it naturally, so
Yeah.
up to a month.
Yeah, it can take more than a month,
Oh shit.
depending on how wet or how moist it is inside the timber lah. But most of the time already is we pre-cut all certain sizes and we already leave it out to air dry for a
Because
while.
you have logs coming in.
Yeah,
every
we have
day.
lots of
So if
coming in.
I wanted a sculpture, let's say, like a 2 meter high sculpture, then you guys will just cut off that sizing and then they
Yeah,
will just
pretty
pick it up and then they will carve it themselves and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. So are you gonna want to sell us like a tabletop or something?
I can give a
We
table,
could
I can
name
give a
that,
cheaper price. I wouldn't say sponsor per se.
Just saying.
All right. Okay. Now, where do you see the timber industry heading in the next 5 to 10 years? Are there specific changes you are preparing for?
Specific changes would definitely just be the sustained forest that they're trying to bring in right now.
Okay.
To us right now, that is also kind of new. So there's a lot of laws and rules implementation that the government is giving us. So we're definitely trying to see where that goes lah.
Okay.
So it's not finalized yet, right?
Yeah, it's still technically not finalized because they're also trying to work it out on their end. So once that happens, there'll be quite a bit of changes, but I don't feel like it'll be a lot per se.
So you'll be still ongoing and everything with the...
Yeah, still be ongoing. Still be
Regardless, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Still be doing a normal thing from.
Chinese in the timber business.
Nah, I can't help with this. This is not my field.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, okay, just now I was saying about the table. Do we have something that is similar to like a walnut table or something like that? Like those tabletop people always do, you know, with the lacquer on top,
Walnut table.
with the shape. You know what I mean, right?
I mean, if in general, if you're talking about the wood itself, we can very similar compare it to either the Meranti wood or Selam Batu wood. But the difference about each wood is the uniqueness is the grains on the wood. So
Yeah.
when we cut the Meranti wood and walnut wood, they're two different grains, so they would not look the same. Like walnut will only have the specific, like even if we cut right at the middle, you have something called a heart. So you see like a halo and everything. Those halo are not the same as a walnut wood. Each wood are different. Yeah, they all look different and they all
But do we have something that? Have you ever done like a tabletop? Like
Oh
a
yeah,
table?
we've definitely done
Do you
tabletops
have
using
pictures of
Merantis
that?
lah. Yeah. There should be some in the
Yeah, just send
Instagram that
us
we
so we
have.
can share it with everyone as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I've been looking throughout all these renovations videos and whatnot, right? It's quite inspiring that it's also unique because if we buy a dining table, it's gonna be like all the shape is like flat and whatnot. I like these odd shapes and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It brings more characteristic
Yeah.
towards the table.
Yeah. We've done that once before where we just literally
The price, guys. The price.
we literally just took the whole log. We didn't even cut it. We didn't even like shape it or anything. It's just one whole log.
You just sand it off.
Yeah, just sand it off. So like literally the log piece is not a big piece, a smaller piece, and you just cut off and then just make it like a tabletop.
Question. So if you were to say like a wood, so is there a specific wood for it, or is just the different processes? Like this wood is for this type of wood. So you guys will already know.
purpose,
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. Like in general, like I said, like Meranti woods, you can use it for furniture household, or you can use it for interior design and all that. But we won't really segregate them, lah. We'll just segregate in different type of woods. So this section here is all Meranti. This section here is all Kapo. This section here is all Salam.
So the tree itself is different when you guys.
Yes. So the tree, all outside tree will look pretty much similar. The moment we cut it down, then we check at the wood. We'll look into the wood. Then we'll only know what type of species it is.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Not from the outside.
No, like there are very certain woods that would have different characteristics, so they will definitely know like
More or less.
what it is. Then the moment we cut it and really check it, we definitely know what it is.
Okay. All right. If someone is interested in your products or services, how can they reach you? So do you have any other ways where
Social
they
media
can?
platforms or contact
Yeah,
numbers.
just we have a contact number we can give.
Same.
Yeah, contact number, IG, all that, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's
Just
gonna be in the
contact
description anyway.
So what's the process for working with you? So if a customer were to approach you, so what's the process like?
Okay, obviously, when the customer would approach me, they would already usually know what size of wood they want and what type of wood.
Okay.
But if they wouldn't know, we'll ask like, in general. Well, they usually know what size they want, and then they'll sometimes ask what type of wood would be better to use, and then I'll have to ask them what are you using it for.
Okay.
It's like if it's just a normal interior inside or outer inside, we'll give different woods lah. And after that, but the main part is just they usually come knowing what size they need anyway.
Okay. So have you what's the difference in how you handle small scale or large scale clients, or is it all just large scale clients?
No, small scale clients is usually we have like our local just coming to the sawmill and already ordering what they need. So
Okay.
they'll ask they need a few pieces. And large scale would usually be how much ton they need.
Okay.
So they give us the size they want, and they want 2 tons, 3 tons, and then we'll provide how many frames.
Huge contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Like me coming in, boss, you have 1x2, I need 3.
Yeah, basically that's the big difference. The small
Okay.
ones, the local ones.
Okay. So that is it for the podcast. Once again, thank you, Kikun, and thanks to my brother, Louis. So thank you guys for your attention, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.